tired. I didn't think we had great detail tonight. It was an exciting game. It was up and down, a lot like last night. They're a good skating team. I thought we were solid. I think we can be a lot better. We had certainly limit the other teams' opportunities a lot more, but we found a way, all week, we had 5 out of 6 points, and maybe the 2 overtime games, and kind of played into the way we played tonight, but I thought we were pretty solid.
So it's back to the road now. You've had a nice little stretch where you've been laid in your own bed.
Yeah.
For a long time here.
It's real nice, yeah. But, we really started playing good hockey when we went out on the road and made that southern swing and went to Oklahoma City and got a win there. So we certainly aren't intimidated by being out there. They're going to be tough games. All those teams are all packed right together, and they're all real good. So we're going to have to be ready to play the right way. But it's going to be a good trip for us.
Nice to see Zigomanis back on the board and finding a way to contribute like he was before his injury.
Yeah, he was definitely pressing a little bit. It's every player wants to produce, and certainly a player at his caliber, he wants to put points on the board, and he knows what his job is here. And he's been doing a great job on the penalty kill, face-offs, all those little things just haven't shown up on the score sheet until tonight.
I know we've talked about it this whole stretch, but 48 seconds left in the game, face-off at center ice, and Rasmus Ristolainen is out there. How many 18-year-olds in the league are getting that call right there?
Well, I think he's playing well enough to do it, and we've got a pretty good situation with Pesic and McNabb and Ruido back there, and even I'll say Matty McKenzie I thought was really good tonight as well. But for Rasmus, as part of his development, he's got to learn to play in those situations because he's going to be expected to play in those situations for a long time in the National League. He's got to learn to negotiate. And I think the biggest thing for him that he's been able to manage better is just his shift length. He's not spending as much time in his own zone because his shifts are shorter, and he's not having that last 15 seconds of meltdown that we've seen in the past. So just managing the game a little bit better, and hopefully can continue to do that.
Just me, or did this seem like the type of game that Freddie Waugh would get a goal? Just needing to step up into in a bigger role with a couple of guys out there, and he's been grinding it hard all year. Yeah,
and he always steps up for us when we need him to, and I think especially against Hamilton, just because of who he is and where he's from. I think it means a little bit more to him, and I think he always goes out in these games and wants to make a statement. I think he did that tonight. He played hard, scored a huge goal for us, and he does all the other things well. And he's a guy you can plug in anywhere in the lineup.
The post was Nathan Lewin's friend, but 3, maybe 4. But either way, they didn't go in. And playing back-to-back, I think this is his first time one day after the next, right? It seemed like he really battled, even though that might be an uncommon situation for him.
Yeah, it was, it was less than 2 hours, an hour and a half before the game when I found out he was going to start tonight. And, that just shows you his character and his preparation. He gets himself ready every night, and he was as solid tonight as he's been the 2 games prior. And it's been a big part of our resurgence as a team. It's just, when you feel like you can trust a guy in the back end, whether it's been him or Matt, your team can play. You don't want to play loose, but you know that every mistake isn't going to be magnified. So he's been able to give us that.
Worried about Finns and Canadians being on the same team here?
No, the Swedes and Canadians.
Oh, Swedes. Why did I say Finns? Sorry. Finns the Americans.
You know, I probably should have kept Rasmus off the ice.
Yeah, I know, right?
They treated us today.
And all playing for the Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what I mean. Larson and...
But there's been good banter around.
Yeah, I figured.
And you had to make it.
Today's game.
Yeah, right.
Again, you had to make some adjustments today because of illness. And,
yeah.
For the,
I thought, Matt McKenzie stepped up, played a really solid game for us, and he's been playing really well. And I thought that Tuzolino gave us good minutes out there tonight. And I think we underestimate how hard it is after a long layoff for him not being in the lineup to come out and play in a game like this. They play with a lot of pace. And they really they stretch you out, and they drive wide with the puck, and they go hard in the net. So it was a tough game for him to step into right away, but I thought he did a nice job.
any idea when Buffalo might call players back, being that the Olympics are coming to an end?
I'm not sure they will, or if and when. They haven't told us anything in those regards yet, so it's just turn my phone off and go out to the
Get on the road.
Exactly.
Keep these guys as long as you can.
Exactly.